All right, guys, welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about, this is something that is really going to help you guys. I'm going to talk about how your food choices will create a taste addiction that is very similar to a drug addiction. And I'm going to show you how it's the reason why it's hard for people to let go of eating cheese and milk and pizzas and beer and all these highly palatable foods. The reason why it's hard for you to give those up is because over time, your body builds up a tolerance to the high sugar, high salt, high fat, high seasoning, all the over seasoned foods that you're eating is going to make it hard for you to give up those foods. And that's by design. That's 100% by design, because people want you to continue to eat the burgers and the pizzas because that's what tastes good to you. So what happens is you start eating those foods, lots of sugar, lots of sodium, lots of fat. Your body builds up a tolerance. So now when I give someone a banana or a date and I say, eat this, these are really sweet. They're like, these ain't sweet at all. And the reason why is because you're used to eating candy bars and you're used to eating Jolly Ranchers and Swedish fish. So when you go to eat a banana, to you, that doesn't taste very sweet at all. It's the same thing as a drug addict. It's exactly the same thing. When I hurt my left leg in 2010, and they put me on the medication, the pain medications when I left the hospital. I took those pain medications, OxyContin and oxycodone, and built up that tolerance to where I started off with 1 oxycodone a day. Next thing you know, I'm taking 3 a day. And then next thing you know, 3 doesn't feel like it's helping. And then next thing I need, 4 a day. And then next thing I need oxycodone and a half of a OxyContin in order to make the pain go away. Building up your tolerance, just like your taste buds build up tolerance. This is why when people start out smoking weed, the first couple of times they smoke it, they get so high. But then after they've been smoking it for years, they got to smoke 2 or 3 joints before they get high. Because your body builds up a tolerance, and it does this in your taste buds as well. So when you eat these highly palatable, highly overly rich, overly seasoned foods, all you're doing is destroying your taste buds to where now when you go to eat foods that are really good for you, like potatoes and beans and rice, people ask me all the time, well, what do you put on your potatoes if you don't want me to put sour cream and cheese sauce and all these, butter on it? I said, you just use ketchup or mustard, or you put salsa on it. You put seasoning on it. You put garlic powder on it. You put paprika. You put cayenne pepper. You do all these things. They're like, well, I can't do that. It tastes so bland. It tastes so bland because you've destroyed your taste buds. So what you need to do is slowly wean yourself off those highly palatable foods so that the potatoes by themselves taste very good. Broccoli by itself tastes good. White rice and salsa on top with beans on top taste really flavorful to you. So you can condition your taste buds to get back to where it was. Because now when I eat a date, I think it's so ungodly sweet. Like dates are almost too sweet for me. And I eat figs, I eat bananas, I eat blueberries, I eat raspberries, I eat mango, I eat watermelon, which I think watermelon is so sweet. But when I eat dates are like almost too sweet for me at this point, because I've retrained my taste buds. And you can retrain your taste buds too. But you don't want to get in the trap of eating these highly palatable, over-sodium, over-salted foods, over-seasoned foods, high-fat foods. You continue to eat those foods, and then you're never going to be able to go back and eat foods that are in their natural state, eating whole plant foods, just sitting down and having potatoes with a little bit of, I'm not opposed to having a little bit of salt if you don't have a high blood pressure issue, but real salt, like a like a sea salt, a Himalayan pink salt, and not this junk salt that comes in the salt shaker. But you'll be able to go back to that because your taste buds can get back, and I'm proof of that because I used to eat ribs and chicken and pizza and stuff like that, and when I never had bananas, never had apples. Now I eat an apple and it's so damn sweet to me. It's like, wow, these apples are like way sweet. So you can train your taste buds back to where they go. So that's my tip for you today. Be careful of how you're going to make yourself an addict to these foods, because these foods are designed to make you want to eat them all the time so you can keep these companies in business. That's why when you go into the freezer section and you look at these prepackaged meals and you flip it over, and I do this with my clients, you flip it over and it says how much sodium is in there, and it's like 980 milligrams of sodium in one little small serving of a frozen food. That's why they do that. Not only to preserve the food so that it can stay in the freezer or stay in the refrigerator case, they do that also to get you to keep wanting to eat more and more food. And highly salted foods, highly sugared foods, and highly fat foods will make you more hungry in the long run. That's my bonus tip for you. The more you eat those foods, the more you're going to crave those foods. The more you eat bananas, the more you're going to crave bananas. That's my tip for you guys today. Hope you liked it. Make sure to share the video, comment on the video, and hire me for your coach if you want to lose weight and get your health back on track. And buy my cookbook. Got a lot of good foods in there, stuff that will help you lose weight and get your health back on track. That's me for today. We'll see you.